I'm Jim Lacey and I run JLN Plumbing and Heating. We're based in Coventry and been trading here for 25 years. Making the decision to become a heat geek really was down to lack of knowledge in heat pumps and low temperature system design. This is a new technology, something unlike we've had to deal with before. Existing boilers and systems are very, very forgiving and didn't really require much calculation, mathematics, working out or system design. Whereas a heat pump, it's essential to get all these components absolutely bang on for an efficient system. And Heat Geek offers you the training and the confidence to be able to do that yourself, knowing that we're part of a nationally recognised installers group. You know, you go somewhere, even at the trade shows, and you say that you're a heat geek, you've got the logo on your shirt, people recognise this. I mean, this is a real good brand and great to be part of that brand and be able to offer that to customers. You know, we go into a property and they know they've got the Heat Geek guarantee, so they know they've got a guarantee that this system will work, but not only work, but it'll work efficiently. And they have that reassurance. People are sceptical of change. This is it's still fairly new technology, but the Heat Geek brand and the Heat Geek guarantee gives them that confidence that this system, it does work and it will work. My first impression of Zero Disrupt was a little nervous because we'd spent many years learning and honing this skill that Heat Geek had taught us, and then suddenly we have to throw that out the window and forget it because there's an algorithm behind the scenes that's doing all that work for us. The beauty of the Zero Disrupt system is it opens that market for people who would be willing to have a heat pump, who want a heat pump, but just can't afford to put lots of thousands of pounds on top of what a gas boiler replacement would cost. And Zero Disrupt takes care of that with less pipework changes, with less mathematics, working out formulas, radiator changes, cylinder changes. The price just comes right down. So our engineers were able to speak to customers and explain about Zero Disrupt and how a heat pump is a viable option, and it doesn't mean tearing their house apart and replacing all the pipework and radiators. They were interested in the fact they had now had a viable alternative to their traditional gas boiler. I think the surprise for me in the early days would be how easy this is. We carry out the room scan as normal, but then where we'd be going back to the office and doing all the calculations for mass flow and volumetric flow, pipe size in minimum volumes, this is all done by the algorithm in seconds whilst we're in front of the customer. So we're able to provide a quote on site there and then. One thing I would say is trust the algorithm, because we've spent years learning all this mathematics and system design, and suddenly we don't need to use it. So that's beautiful in one part, but in another part we're thinking, is this right? Is this correct? Is it doing what it's meant to be doing? If it says it will work, it will work. Our business with Zero Disrupt is just going from strength to strength. We're not marketing, we're not spending money on SEO. People are coming to us who want a heat pump, and we're offering heat pumps to people who don't know about them through Zero Disrupt. Speaking to installers who are considering moving into heat pumps, it's completely changed our business. We'd go fairly quiet in the summer, we'd be busier in the winter. This is year-round work now. It's quality work as well. The customers really want you in their property. They're really invested in this new technology. So yeah, it's a time to get on board now and start fitting heat pumps.